hope you're doing well. I'm doing a little better, so I figured I would come on today. So, of course, we had to do the infamous karmic reading. See what's happening with these people. Maybe you're in a karmic situation yourself. Maybe you're, entrapped in a karmic cycle with a karmic person in a karmic relationship. And you guys are just losing your mind, not knowing what to do. If that's you, that's fine. You're in the right place. Okay, this is that karmic situation. Did I even say that right? Yeah. This is that karmic situation. And even if you're not in a karmic situation today and you're watching me and you're like, Steph, listen, I'm not personally involved in a karmic situation. I'm actually single. I got out of a toxic relationship, or maybe I'm talking to someone new, but I think something's going on that I don't know about. It's possible. Are they in a karmic situation? Maybe watch, maybe not. If you're single, not so much. Personally, I don't think the cards for me pick up for people watching that are single because there's just too much energy, for other people that are involved. So singles, I kind of need to keep the singles separate, you know what I mean? And that's why I do keep single readings separate from my other ones, okay? But if you're single and you want to watch, that's fine. I'm okay with that. And also, if you're like, Steph, listen, I'm not personally the one in the karmic relationship, but little secret, I'm seeing someone who is in a third-party situation. And a lot of people are like, oh no, that is so taboo, okay? Eva, you're single as a Pringle. Well, I hope you enjoy the entertainment then, because it probably won't be for you, unless it's an ex. You want to check in on an ex. But for the people that are like, yeah, I'm in this third-party situation, it's so taboo, I don't know what to do. Should I keep talking to this guy, this girl, whatever? Should I leave the situation? Should I get disinvolved? Should I stay involved? This person is saying they're gonna leave. But I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of signs. Now it's Christmas. I don't know what's going on, Steph. I think right now I'm in a limbo and I really want to know, are they happy together? Are they thoroughly involved? Like, is he being honest? Is she being honest? Are they really on the outs? Like, what's going on? Can I please get some insight on that karmic situation as an outsider looking in? So if that's you and that's your situation, that's okay. You're also in the right spot just to kind of see what's going on in your person's karmic situation. Last question I do get asked, Steph, how do I know if I'm a karmic or not? Let's see if I can make that just a simple answer. Well, one answer that I'm going to give you is go to my channel, go to playlists, and seek out karmic readings. And then you'll kind of get a downplay of karmic readings. And you can also seek out twin flames. I should probably dedicate a video just explaining what twin flames is. I don't really have that, but I have a lot of readings in my twin flame playlist, where in the intro I do talk a great extensive 30-minute, deal about what I think they are. So if you want to know my intake on that, my brain's foggy. My opinion on that, you can go watch that. Anyways, it's just my opinion, it's my feelings. For those of you that are new, my name is Stephanie. I'm not normally sick, and I have a much better layout, but my stand is currently broken at the moment. So I'm currently sick with COVID. My stand is broken. I'm hanging in there, but I do think I do pretty good readings. I've been doing tarot readings now for about 6 years professionally, and I've been doing tarot about 20 years just with myself, okay? and being involved in the tarot community and the tarot world and, you know, all of that. So that's me. And yeah, I'm an old soul. So I'm very intuitive. It runs in my family. There's a lot of grandparents that have done things like this, and spiritual warriors, family members that see things, see spirits, see demons, do spells, do magic. Of course, witchcraft runs in the family, but a lot of spiritual belief in a higher power, okay? So my family's not in what you would say the dark side. It's just more of a very upheld spiritual belief that there are higher powers at work in our lives. I believe in angels. I believe in divine partners, which would be your path of a divine soulmate, which the divine word for me means someone who's going to bring you on your spiritual path. Divine does not mean, oh, they have a divine body, or I'm divinely into this man or this woman. That's not a divine. Divine is I've met the soulmate on my path that's going to bring me to the light, which is your enlightened path. So your hermit, have you met your hermit? Have you met your lover card soulmate? Because they're going to bring you to a higher plane, okay? The other soulmates, the other relationships were mostly karmic, okay? Meaning you were meant to be with them, have kids, be married, do whatever. They were on your path in your astrology chart. They were experiences and karma. Now, this is part of your karma as well, but it's a divine partner, okay? And that's what I believe in. I also believe in twin flames. That's a whole nother story. A shit show that people either want to get on or get off. And like I said, if you want to know more about twin flames, go to my playlist. Today's reading, however, though, is karmic. So this reading is not going to be about a divine partnership. This reading today is going to be about a karmic relationship. So I want the cards, kind of like a gemstone, to know my energy and know what I'm trying to ask them. And I'm going to tell the cards, you know, listen, I want to know about a karmic relationship. Okay, yes, I speak to cards and things like that. Okay, I speak to items, objects. Why? Because it holds energy, just like me. It holds energy. It's not alive per se, breathing, okay? But it is holding a vibration. And those vibrations bounce off of me. So I definitely want to let them know I want to talk about a karmic reading today. So cards, please give me a message of truth in the karmic relationships today that need to be seen. And I will call on my guides, okay? Guides, please be with me. Guide me in this reading today. I really want to know what's going on in Karmicville. I want to know what's happening. I need answers. I need visions. I need truths. I'm seeking the truth with the cards to reveal the innermost secrets hidden in the karmic relationship. Please show me what's going on behind closed doors. Please show me what's going on in secret. Please show me what's going on. All right, and as you can see, my thumbnail was a girl wearing a mask, peeling it off. Why did I put that for the karmic reading? Because a lot of times in karmic relationships, we are fake. We're not real. We're trying to be someone. When I was in a karmic relationship, I was trying to be the perfect little housewife. I was trying to be someone that I didn't even know. I was trying to be someone that people told me to be, not someone that I really was. So I was pretending I was wearing a mask. And so was my person, wearing a mask. We weren't revealing our truths. We weren't revealing our truths. We were trying to be the best person we could be. In karma, you probably are trying to be the best person you can in your karmic relationship, but that's not the real you. That's why we have the mask. Okay, sorry, that was gross. Spirit revealed to me the karmic energies. What's happening in Karmicville? What's happening in Karmicville? Well, you know what? For some reason, these two want to stay together there. And I feel there's a message, and I'm going to let it be. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. Sagittarius vibes. This is good. You know, the sun is moving into Sagittarius. I'm down with that. Jupiter has moved into Pisces. Vedic sidereal, not tropical Western, but Jupiter's there with Pisces in his own sign. So he's comfortable. He's at home with her. And the sun in a fire sign is very happy, but with Sagittarius, the sun moving into Sagittarius is needing to be more responsible, more pious, more honest, more just, more fair, and more spiritual. This is a very good time for you guys to start doing sun mantras in the morning. There is some very good ones on the internet, on YouTube. Go ahead and look it up. Sun mantras. I may leave my favorite one in the comments below after the video. But if you listen to a sun mantra in the morning as the sun is rising or just first thing, the sun will be really positive for you that day. And you'll have a lot of guidance. So, this relationship is on a pause. This has been a very ongoing relationship, this karmic situation. This is not a short-term karmic connection that I'm about to get into. This has been a long-term karmic connection. 44 people in the room. When I saw that, this is a very spiritual journey. The people that are involved in this karmic relationship may be spiritual people. They may have some certain type of faith that they hold on to, okay? I'm just whatever faith you want, but there's a faith with these karmic people in this karmic relationship, and I feel they've been on a very long path. It's taken a very long time, and what they were finding here is balance. They were finding what they want, who they are. Cliche and corny as it may be, I'm thinking of the movie Runaway Bride. They did not have a long-term relationship, but Richard Gere and Julia Roberts met under whatever circumstance. She was going to get married, he was going to do a story, and anyways, she didn't know who she was. She didn't know who she was. I'm going to count all of her relationships as karmic. I just want to use this as an example for what I'm feeling with this card, okay? So Julia Roberts had 4 or 5 marriages, all of them karmic. Did she learn anything? No. Did she get experience? Yes. She got experience with each marriage and found out that's not who I am. I'm not the rock and roll guy's wife. I'm not the mountain climber to Everest's wife. I'm not the football coach guy's wife. I'm not whatever, all these different husbands, you know, she's not those people. She was really pretending and wearing a mask so many times. But it was all for a reason. She had to see, is this me? Is this me? And is this me? So I think in this karmic relationship, either it's one long drawn out relationship or it's many. But in Karmicville, there has been a long period of time of getting, that's not me. which has created some sort of balance. Because right now, the overall underall energy in Karmicville is, I'm learning. The Sagittarian trait with Jupiter is the teacher. So right now, the karmic people in the karmic situation are being taught. They're listening. They're observing. Quietly, patiently. Is this me? Is this not? And they're listening to what they are not. And they're observing who they're with and why they're there. They're learning. And in this karmic relationship, the overall energy is, I'm finding peace, knowing who I am. I'm maturing. I am maturing. I am becoming honorable. I know my values and I know my morals. I know what's important to me, and then I'm learning what's not important to me. But I had to find that balance. Otherwise, I was just wearing a mask going into relationships, pretending to be husband of the year, wife of the year, pretending to be this culture, this race, this sex, this parent, this person. They were all hats, they were all masks, and it was a part of me, yes. That's what this card says, it was a part of me. Just like Buddha was once a king, or a prince, whatever, okay? And he took down the throne, he stepped down, and he wanted to be a monk. He wanted to be a spiritual person. That was his path. Did at first he partake in riches? Yes. Did he partake in fun things, sex, pleasures, hunting? Oh yeah, Buddha was all into all of it. He fully engaged in what being wealthy and royal was. But it wasn't until he went out into the world, right before marriage or right after marriage, one or the other, where he saw people suffering. And he realized the life that I'm living is not the real life. The life that I'm living is pleasurable and royal. It's special treatment. It's behind walls. I don't want that. I want truth. By the way, that's a very Sagittarian trait. Sagittarius energy is truthful. And they are the seeker of truth. The centaur with the bow and arrow pulled back is, I seek truth. My goal is to hit the bullseye. My goal is to get to the truth of all things. So Sagittarians are very big truth givers, truth tellers, truth. They're just truthful people. Are they always that way? No. Just like Buddha, they weren't always, can't be born a saint. But Sagittarians during their life will seek out that truth and be genuine. And you'll never meet a Sagittarian who's not genuine by the age of 50. If you meet a 50-year-old Sagittarius, they know who they are. And they can tell you the road they went down to get there. Whether they're an ex-con or an ex-whatever, okay? They'll just tell you, I am who I am. And they're very wise, and they're very smart, and they're great teachers. And they won't lie. They're not liars. They're very genuine people once they get to a certain age. And you know, it's funny because we got this card and we're moving into Sagittarian birthdays, which is it's interesting that this is here because this is like a timing card also for me, that right now in the current, and we're talking the end of December to nearing the end of January. This is the current time frame. Sorry, guys. So, anyways, in Karmicville, we have a revelation of truth, of self. And they are finding out who they are and seeing the truth. And right now there's a pause. Okay, there's a nice, quiet, still water in Karmicville, probably because of the holidays. This is followed by the Five of Pentacles, which is loss, grief, sorrow, and despair. Abandonment. In Karmicville, some of the truths that they're seeing is I have abandoned a family. There could be a man or woman that it didn't work out in the past with their children's father or mother. And she is just saying, I wish I would have known then what I know now. I would have really tried hard to make it work. We were too young. We didn't know enough. We hadn't been enough on that journey. So someone here is a divorcee, divorcee, whatever you want to say. But maybe both of them in the karmic relationship come from divorced families in some sense. But they feel like if they would have had another shot, they could have been happy with the past person, the mother or father of their kids. So there is some regrets about a past marriage that they wish they would have maybe fixed. And maybe they left it too soon. And again, it's just that had I known then what I know now, I would have sought out counseling. I would have dealt with my inner child. I would have dealt with abuse issues. I would have dealt with things, and I would have been all the wiser. So there's this coming to the truth. Sagittarius is very strong. Now, these are going to be the mental placements, emotional placements. This is what's going on in the physical realm. And this is the outcome. So let's see what else I can gather. Sorry, I'm messing with my contact. You guys are like, what are you doing? My contact up here is dry and like bothering me, and I'm trying to look at the cards without closing one eye here. It's a little distracting. Okay. This card really wanted to come out. It's the High Priestess. This is secrets, hidden things. It's also great wisdom within your intuition. It's about intuition. Here we have the Chariot. I'm on my way. I feel the energy of movement. Something is moving. Someone might be moving out. They might be moving to a new home or maybe separating, but something is moving with the Chariot. Somebody may be getting a new car or in their car a lot. But what I'm hearing more than anything is, little do you know, I'm moving on. There's definitely a karmic relationship where someone knows deep down in their secret that they're moving on from this relationship. And it's not going to last. The next card is, I thought there were plenty of fish in the sea. So I take this as, this isn't a big important relationship to me. This relationship isn't everything. You know those relationships where you feel suicidal because you're like, oh my God, if I can't be with you, I'm just gonna die. I can't live. You're my air. You're everything to me. That's not how this relationship feels. This relationship is like, you know what? It's easy to move on. You're a drop in the bucket. You're a drop of water in the bucket. You're a drop of water in the ocean. There's plenty of more fish in the sea. I don't value this relationship as super, super important in my life. It's not the end all, be all in my life. There's plenty more fish out there. And someone's caught an octopus, which is just weird. And this is, you're not who I thought you were. Again, we're going back to this mask version in Karmicville, and it's like I was fishing for fish, but instead I got an octopus. Boy, you have many masks. Boy, do you have many versions of yourself. I don't know which version I fell for. The next card is, I wish I could be with you. Somebody in this relationship is yearning and wishing they could be with somebody else. I have a feeling it's that 10 of Cups down there that we saw, which is behind the 5 of Pentacles, abandonment, loss, despair, dark night of the soul. Someone is definitely missing a different partner in which they were once in a kind of serious relationship with and probably had children. And this could be their childhood. They could be missing their parents, I don't know, but this person is missing that. Probably especially around the holidays. Down here we have the Strength card. This could have everything to do with a Leo. And this is about hiding, restricting, resistance. See how strong he is. He's done a lot of resistance training, hasn't he? Lifted a lot of weights. We have someone here that is very resistant about letting the flood waters of emotions in. This person is very good at staying strong, stoic, keeping a smile on their face even when they're sad, keeping a strong face even when they feel scared or weak. This person would never let you know that they're really suffering. They're too strong to let you know. This person's just hiding so much on the inside. And there's some overall underall energies in Karmicville so far. I'm keeping secrets. Secrets that I'm planning my escape. I'm planning to leave. I thought you were the one. I thought I could move on and be with you. I thought I could replace my ex with you. I was wrong. And that's really what I'm getting here. I tried to move on with a karmic. Maybe I was forced to move on. Maybe I was not forced, but someone felt I tried to move on with the karmic. I thought this would be good for me. I was wrong. I tried to replace someone with you. I'm getting a couple messages here. This is going to be random and this is specific, but it's going to be for someone, so this is not for all of you. Let me get into my channeling here. I tried to find him a father. I was strict, I was bossy, I was controlling. It was an abusive relationship. I thought it was toxic. I was young and wild, and I didn't want to be in that relationship. I thought there was better men out there. So I found this man that I thought was a great father and would be a great father to my child. I was wrong. You're not the man that was set out to be the father to my child. I tried to replace that individual and kind of force you to be a father to my son. Put the pressure on you to be a father to my son. I thought you looked like my son. I thought you would be a great role model. I thought you had great qualities, which you did. But again, this was a mask. It's not the real you. And this isn't the real me. I used you for my son. And now I'm looking at you and I'm not happy. I'm not happy in this relationship. You're not the father I wanted you to be for him. And to be honest, the father of my son is not the father I wanted him to be. So I sit here unhappy and displeased. And if I would have known how unhappy and displeased I would be now, I would have worked harder on that first marriage. I would have worked harder at establishing a relationship between my son and his father, even though I tried to cut that out. I controlled that relationship. And now you know the truth. The reason my son's father is not in the picture is not because he's a loser and doesn't want to be. It's because I chose to keep that man out. I controlled the dynamic. I am a controlling person. And now you are seeing my true colors at how controlling I am. Please don't have a child with me. You will be just as controlled. And so will the family dynamic. Ooh, I don't know. There was a channeling there that was for someone. Another message here is, I was once really happily married. I thought I was really happily married. It looked really good on the outside. I met her. She was wonderful. She was older than me. She had an education. She had a good family. She had everything I wish I had. She was attractive. She was fun. She had a really beautiful daughter. I saw life with her. I saw a future. She got me out of a really rough period of my life. She got me through the loss of my parents. She got me through the loss of jobs. She got me through the loss of financial matters. She pulled me through so many issues. She pulled me through depression. So I moved in with this person. We got pregnant very quickly. We had this child. And I thought life couldn't be any happier. I married her immediately. We had this child. I wanted to do the right thing. I wanted to be the right dad. I wanted to be the right person. I tried my hardest to be the best version of my best self. And I wore that mask well. I put down childish things. I put down old friends that were no good. I put things down for this marriage. I became someone else. And now, as I'm looking here, it's all falling apart. My marriage fell apart. Turns out the person that I thought I could marry and be so happy with didn't love me. Turns out the person that I gave my life to didn't really open up her heart to me. Turns out that I was living a lie. And she left me. She abandoned me. And I feel more abandoned now than ever. She didn't want that marriage. And to make matters worse, I went down my path and I had a relationship with somebody else. I may have had another child with somebody else during that relationship because I was feeling so abandoned, so pushed away, so unwanted. So I started a new life, a new relationship. Aries energy, 2 of Wands. And I thought that would make me happy, but it didn't. The Sun in reverse. She got pregnant. Empress. She got pregnant. And I was scared. I was scared that I did the wrong thing. I was scared to be judged. I was scared that I was ruining this happy family that I was trying to keep control of. I didn't realize that this relationship was already on the outs. I didn't realize that this relationship was already over. But I continued to try to make this relationship work. I still wished I could be with this person, even though this person didn't want to be with me. So I ended that other relationship. I crushed it. I ended it. My chance at a new life and a new beginning, I crushed it and I ended it. And now I'm more miserable than ever. I'm more unhappy than ever. And to make matters worse, I have hurt my Empress. This other person that I got on this path with was a divine partner. She was showing me the light, but I was too guarded to see it. 9 of Wands, Sagittarius, again. I was too fucking guarded to see that that person was the right person for me. So I had my walls up. I was a wounded warrior. I didn't let her in. I didn't let her in all the way. I blocked her. I ended that situation, death. I killed it. I killed that entire beautiful connection for what? Because I didn't know what I wanted. 4 Cups. I didn't know what love was. And now I'm on this journey. I'm on this path. Moving on, trying to find love with another person. There's plenty more fish in the sea. And I keep looking back, this time realizing the real person that made me happy, I'm no longer with. Who am I? What makes me happy? And I'm realizing it's not a person that makes me happy. It's me that makes me happy. Who showed me this? Who was my teacher? Who brought me on this divine path of revelation, of clearing my karma, of learning myself from the inside? Who is the spiritual teacher on my path? My divine. I'm seeing my divine, but only after we already had a break. Now what am I going to do? I know this, but I'm not letting everyone else know that I know this. It's all the truth that's inside me. It's all in my subconscious. I keep these secrets hidden inside me like jewels, like treasure, knowing I want to break out at any moment. I want to run away. So anyways, there's another channeling. I don't know who that's for, okay? But what's coming to my mind is runaway bride, running away like Buddha from the palace to be a monk. And this guy, the Pharaoh, running away from what they thought the truth once was. And I'm thinking of, who was that Pharaoh? It starts with an A. I'm so sorry, I can't remember. But it starts with an A, and he left the land of the pharaohs, wherever they were, to another land because he wanted to believe in only one God. So, yeah, that was a whole thing. And I'm not going to go into that whole thing. But him, I feel like that's him running away in the chariot, leaving the land of his ancestors, leaving the belief system of his family. Okay? So someone is leaving everything behind that they once believed so heavily in. And I do want to say someone here may have Egyptian blood or an Egyptian past life. Akhenaten, something like that, okay? But somebody may have had, not that they were royal. I'm not saying, oh, if you were, Egyptian past life, you were royal. I don't know if you were royal or not. But I know that someone may have had a past life that long, thousands of years ago, around the time of the pharaohs. And I just feel like this is an ancient connection, but mostly with thyself. An ancient connection with thyself. Someone is remembering a past life. Maybe no one else is in that past life memory, but someone is like, I feel like I've had dreams or visions or that I was once there. I do feel very connected to that world and that belief system. Very ancient. So anyways, someone is like, I do feel connected with that in dreams. Or they just feel this way. Like, is that a past life? Yes, that's a past life. So anyways, in this karmic relationship, in Karmicville, we have a lot of very deep truths being revealed. Not only is Sagittarius heavy in this reading, I also want to tell you, Another zodiac sign that's coming to me is Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio and Sagittarius, which I think the nakshatra that meets the both of them is Mula nakshatra. If anybody resonates with that, boom, okay? Those are for those of you who follow Vedic sidereal. If you don't worry about what I just said, okay? But Mula is all about the roots. Mula is the roots of which everything came. Ancestry, history, bloodlines, past lives, family connections, foundations, and belief systems. The very foundations and fundamentals, period, of what makes you you is the Mula nakshatra. And that nakshatra is co-ruled by Ketu, which ironically cuts the roots. So your whole purpose in life so far, in this part of your lives, this incarnation, is to sever yourself from all past beliefs, religions, families, and build anew. That sounds scary as fuck, but that's what it's about. That's what this is about. That's why Akhenaten, whatever, left his entire lineage, his entire freaking family, his fucking culture, and he fucking moved everyone, everybody over there to another fucking place. Built a whole new fucking land. Talk about Mula nakshatra there. He totally cut off his roots and took everyone with him. Other examples, like the movies I was talking about with the runaway bride, everything she once was, everything she thought she was, all these past versions of herself, at the end of the movie, she stopped running and she cut that part of herself away. Just chopped it. I'm not those women. I'm not those wives. But here's who I am. And she showed up to him with her running shoes in a box, and she says, I'm giving these to you as a gift because I'm no longer running. But it's not that I'm not gonna run away from you, it's that I'm no longer running away from myself. That was the enlightenment. I'm not running away from myself anymore. Thanks to you, let me get there. Thanks to you, divine partner, for showing me how blind I was, how guarded I was. See the third eye, how it's glowing? See? So thanks to you that I was able to see my karmic path. I was able to see all the things that I've had to learn, the lessons I've had to go through. Thank God. And now I'm learning who I am deep, deep within, and I'm no longer running from that person. I know who that person is. So, I know you're like, Steph, this is a karmic reading. Why are we going divine? We'll get there, guys. Just hang in there. This is the intro here to the reading. This is a very deep reading, but with Scorpio energy and Sagittarius energy, I am not surprised that it's deep because we're going there. We have someone in Karmicville that is a runner. I guess just to put it bluntly. We have a runner, but not because they're just a runner from someone. They're a runner from themselves. And so is the other person they're involved in the karmic relationship with. They are runners. And someone here is the teacher. You may be a parent, you may be a friend, you may be a lover. You may be an earth angel, but whoever you are a teacher. And boy, did you show up to help bring someone on the path. You are a light in the dark. Okay? And that's a beautiful gift. It's a beautiful blessing to be a teacher. Although being a teacher is not very respected, a lot of people get upset and angry with teachers. People reject teachings because they feel like they know it all. And I'm not saying you're going around saying, hey, you, listen to me, this is my teaching. Being a guru is just bringing someone to the light, and you may not even be conscious of knowing it. When you say you're my guru, It means you're my enlightener. Maybe you didn't do it on purpose, but by knowing you, you have brought me onto a path of enlightenment. You're a blessing. You're a guru. You're my teacher. Sometimes our teachers are our enemies. Our worst enemies are a guru. Thank you for teaching me. You've brought me onto the light. Sometimes they're our ex-wives, our ex-husbands. Sometimes they're our current lover. Sometimes they're our children. Whoever they are, whoever these earth angels are, they're our gurus. And on this karmic journey, someone has met their guru. Sagittarius and Scorpio, very prominent. If that's you, it's you. I'm Sagittarius, Scorpio, that's me. If it's Mula Nakshatra, even more pinpoint, boom, that's you. You're like, I know it's me. If it's not you, just know that, oh, I know that person. That's their dad, that's their mom, that's their best friend, or that's this teacher we met down here at this building at so-and-so on our trip. Whatever. I don't care. But someone's met their guru, and they're in Karmicville. And it's not all of a sudden. This has been going on for a while. This has been going on for over 5 years, this constant teaching. And it's like I've been learning for years. But somehow a lot of this is just coming to me, like more brightly now than ever. Why is it more bright now? Because this person is more in the dark. And why did I get these all out of order? Sorry. So this person is more in the dark now, in the dark night of the soul, which is 5 of Pentacles, despair. And that's why the teaching is so loud and so bright. Because they weren't going to pay attention to these truths from years ago if they were in the daylight. And everything was fine. Everything is not fine in Karmicville. It is a very dark place. It's very dark right now. There's a lot of secrets and pain and suffering. There's a lot of despair and regrets. And that is when the truth comes out, because just like the hermit on that path of self-awareness, you can't see the light unless you're in the dark. So someone in Karmicville is in the dark, seeing the light. And it feels like the first time because it's the darkest. But really this light has been within them for a long time. It's just the realization that's coming up. Okay. So let's go ahead. What is the mental space with these people in Karmicville? I'm going to do the masculine on the bottom. The masculine on the bottom feels like I'm in the wrong relationship. 2 of Cups in the reverse. I am in the wrong relationship. Again, it's that I thought there were plenty more fish in the sea. I thought I could move on with this karmic, away from my ex-wife or ex-husband and ex-family. I thought I could go here and find a place to call home. But all I'm feeling is I want to go back. I wish I could be with you. Maybe it means I wish I could be with you, the viewer, or you know who they're talking about. But I wish I could be with you. And look at this lonely man sitting on a branch. And I don't know if somebody, this might be, there's a message that came to me just now, and it may hit home for someone, and if it doesn't, that's okay, but it's specific. Again, it's a specific channeled message. Someone drowned or almost drowned. Because I'm feeling like someone's drowning now. Maybe it's metaphorical, but I definitely got the sensation of drowning. I even saw darkness, like dark water, inhaling cold water, the taste of when you swallow water, that itch on the back of your throat, that feeling deep in your nose, the disparity, like the fear of being terrified of drowning and not getting air again. I suddenly got this feeling of drowning. So I feel like somebody had a near-death experience by drowning when they were a child. And if you're watching, like, that's definitely me. I had a near-death drowning experience. Or I almost drowned when I was very young. Or maybe, like I said, it's metaphorical and you feel like you're drowning now. There's a good point. Someone said maybe I drowned in a past life. Could very well be, especially people that have a fear of that. You know, there's definitely a phobia or fear. But someone may have a fear of drowning. But that's the sensation I just got, and I wanted to share it with you guys to see if that resonated for you or your person. But the masculine energy that I'm picking up on definitely got a psychic hit of drowning, okay? And I just want to say, if you feel like you're drowning in this relationship, it's right on point. Someone may feel like, I need air. I need to come up from this karmic situation. I need to breathe. I am sinking and drowning so fast. And I feel like there's no hope. So this masculine energy in the karmic situation feels like they are near the end here. They are drowning in Karmicville. And that's what they think in their mind. There's also some dreams of drowning. Oh, yes. Yes. And that Spirit's like, ding. Okay. This masculine has recently had dreams of drowning. And if you're not the masculine, you don't know this for a fact. So just listen to me. You would only know this if you were that masculine in a karmic situation. So if you're watching and you're not, that's not you. You wouldn't know this for a fact. But I'm going to share with you that the divine masculine in a karmic situation has had nightmares of drowning. Which is ironic because my son just had a nightmare of drowning. It's just weird how that like pops up in my mind. But what happens when you have a dream of drowning? And I offer dream interpretations on my website. If anybody has dreams and they would like it interpreted professionally, you can go there and do that. But water always represents emotions. And if you're a first person in a dream, it's you drowning in emotions. But what is the energy of your emotions? It's what's around the water. If there's sharks in the water, it's fear. You're drowning in fearful emotions. You're terrified. If it's family, a ship or a boat up there on the water and you're drowning and sinking in, it means no one sees you, no one understands you, no one knows you, and no one knows what you're going through and you're suffering with a depression. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's all different kinds of scenarios of drowning. What if you're drowning by yourself? What if you can't swim? It just means you're all alone and you're tired of being alone. Okay, so if you're all alone, you're drowning and being lonely. Okay, and depression. What if you're riding a bike or a car or a vehicle and you run into the emotions off of a bridge? Well, it means you're out of control with your emotions. Your emotions are taking control over you, and you have no control over your emotions. The warmth or coldness of the water will have something to do with your emotions as well. If it is freezing cold, it is harsh, mean, cruel emotions. If it is warm water, it is uncomfortable with love, uncomfortable with self-love, self-care, and people that love you and care. It's a discomfort. And so, you know, there's lots of different versions, but I'm not gonna stay there about dreams. But I'm just saying, this person definitely has had some nightmares about drowning. And personally, in my vision of what this person's nightmares have been, have every relevance about this relationship. This karmic relationship is not divine. That's why it's in reverse. This person is unhappily married or unhappily committed in the karmic relationship. And how does the feminine in the karmic relationship feel? Queen of Cups. She feels happy and in love. I want to get married. I want to have babies. I want to give life. I want, you know, all this and that. She wants to give birth to this. She feels super in love. the masculine's not super in love. Again, this is a karmic relationship. Please do not confuse yourself and say, oh, I'm a Queen of Cups. I'm a water sign. Oh, I'm the divine feminine. Are we talking about us now? No. This is a karmic relationship. I just want to be crystal clear because people come in very confused. The cards were pulled directly with questions about karmic relationships. It was not pulled random. It was directly pulled for karmic only. There's no divine nothing that's going to come out of this, okay? So hang in there. So anyways, the karmic feminine in this situation feels like I'm super in love. And this person is loving and giving, and she just feels like she's all that. She's very into looks, beauty, fashion, name brands, a little conceited. And let's leave it there. Let's go into the this is our thoughts, ideas, brain work, the mind. So in the karmic feminine's head, she's in love. In the karmic masculine's head, he's not in love. Oh, we have a sense of rejection here. But we knew that down here with moving out on my way chariot. I thought there were plenty more fish in the sea. I wish I could be with somebody else. High Priestess secrets. So we knew that was a thing, and now we're just seeing the rejection, okay? We did see the Five of Pentacles. So there is going to be a rejection of this karmic feminine's love because there's an abandonment or guilt, shame, dark night of the soul with a past family, okay? So we're moving right along with this karmic reading. Let's get into the emotions. And remember, this person is holding back. Strength. So divine masculine or just masculine, how do you feel in this situation? I feel like I want to get the fuck out. Eight of Wands. Sagittarius, freedom. Again, the masculine in this karmic relationship, strong Sagittarian qualities. Strong Scorpio qualities. Just putting it out there. All right. So he's holding back. But what he feels in this connection is I'm on fire to go. He's shooting straight towards the storm. The clouds are going behind him. So he's going that way. Like if you can see, the arrows are going towards the storm, not away. So this person is like, I'm ready to face the storm, the shit show. And Sagittarians are all about freedom. I want you to think about a horse being corralled in a pen. That is not living. There is something spiritual about wild horses roaming free. They want to roam free. They want to run mountains and mountains away, miles away. They want to travel together. They want to be in rivers. They want to do all of that. They want to chase the stars. Sagittarians are loud, proud. They're family oriented, but they need freedom. They're much like an Aquarian, which is very unclingy. Sagittarians and Aquarians are very independent creatures, and they do not want to cling, period. So anyways, we have someone that feels like I want to be free from this. Eight of Wands, I want to take action. I'm shooting messages. I'm putting options out there. I'm making plans. I'm making moves. I'm very busy. This masculine feels like he has to stay really busy in Karmicville. I mean, they get off of work and this person is at the store. At the store again. Walking the dogs. Feeding the cats. Going to see the kids. Running an errand. Going on a jog. What the fuck ever, going on a drive, meeting up with another person perhaps, whatever, but this person does not want to sit still. Always action-oriented, always on the go. This would drive anybody nuts in a relationship. A lot of people struggle being in a relationship with a Sag unless they have something like that in them as well. Saggies, they're honest, They're spiritual, but they're super on the move. Kind of where you think, do you have ADD, like attention deficit disorder? Can you sit down and watch a movie without searching your phone or leaving or getting up, like being interrupted? Can you sit still? Can you stop tapping your leg while you're sitting here talking to me? Every time we have sex, do you have to get dressed and go? Every time we go have a day off, is it not possible to be at home? Like, do you have to be out in the car, going places, going to the garage, seeing a friend, visiting someone? Can't you be around us? Because Queen of Cups is very homebody. I'm sure she's got friends, but she's not like that. So there's some friction in this relationship because this Sagittarian Scorpio man is on the move. Or masculine, could be woman, but you know what I mean? On the move. On the move, on the move, on the move. And just in generally, I want to say this masculine feels like I'm already emotionally gone in this karmic relationship. So guys, you're watching someone in a karmic relationship that is already emotionally detached from their partner, making plans to leave, move out, go away from this person. This person is no longer interested, searching out other partners. There's other partners out there, and this person is hoping and wishing they could be with another partner, if not multiple partners. But this person is gone. And I with the fucking octopus, this person's got their hands on more than one person. I'm just saying. So the masculine is not involved in this karmic relationship. The divine feminine, or not the divine feminine, but the feminine in Karmicville. Let's see her emotions. We have an 8 of Pentacles. I'm working on it. 8-8. I am consistently gonna work on this relationship. It needs work. It needs structure. Virgo energy. Criticism. Critique. Painstaking attention to detail. The feminine in Karmicville is like, we can work on this. All you need to do is be tweaked and adjusted. Could you imagine being the divine masculine in a karmic relationship as a Sagittarian who does not like to be corralled in a pen and told they need to be corrected, tweaked, criticized, perfected? And you wonder why this person is like, I'm on my way out the door. This is the relationship where someone says, honey, what are you wearing? Fix your shirt. Go change. This is not, no. I'm thinking of Look Who's Talking. I love Christy Alley. Did you guys hear Christy Alley just passed away? I'm so sad. I love her. I love Christy Alley so much. Oh gosh, I'm going to be missing her. But she had that movie, Look Who's Talking Now, and me and the kids just watched it because it's a Christmas movie. And God, I miss her voice. And John Travolta, her husband in the movie, was going for an interview for a job as an airline pilot. He was wearing a stylish blue jacket and a black shirt with like a purple tie or something, a light up tie. He had a personality. It was him. He was a funny guy. He's a good looking guy. But she's like, no, honey, you're not wearing that. She was an accountant. Hello, Virgo. 8 of Pentacles. She was an accountant, and she was like, you can't wear that to an interview. You're not going to get hired. And she's like, honey, it's not that you can't wear that, because I think you look great. But, sorry, guys. For a job interview, you can't wear that. And he's like, why? I want to be me. If I'm going to get hired somewhere, like, I want to be me. I don't, you know, I hope my boss would like me. And if they don't, then they're not for me. And she's like, no, honey, we need the money. And she puts him in a brown suit. It was the color of poo. And John Travolta was like, literally, you have me dressed in the color of poo. And he looked terrible. That was not John Travolta's color. Brown is not his color. And, ugh. So he shows up to this interview, and the girl who's interviewing him, which has a crush on him in the movie, I'm not going to ruin it though, she's wearing a blue blazer, just like he was. stylish, fun. Yeah. So he shows up and she's wearing a fucking blue blazer. And he's like, get the fuck out of here. If I would have worn a blue blazer, boom, job done. Done. Would have already had it. But no, I'm wearing a blazer the color of poo. Or a suit the color of poo. So anyways, I'm just saying, I'm not going to go into the movie, but that is like picking apart your person and saying, you can't do this, you can't do that, it doesn't look right. We have a Virgo on our hands. Maybe not. Maybe not. But it's Virgo energy. And this person is pick, 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 pick. And the feminine in this karmic relationship is constantly tearing apart your person. Or this masculine. Constantly tearing apart the masculine. You don't do this right. You don't do that right. Where are you at? What are you doing? Who are you with? We have an interrogation. This person could be a cop, a private investigator, or at least acts like a cop or a private investigator. But this person is constantly tearing this person apart. Elizabeth, thank you so much. I hope you feel better soon. I love me my stuff. We need to get together soon and get yet another session. And yes, Elizabeth, thank you for this super chat. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the $19.99. I love you. Merry Christmas, my honey. You're so beautiful. You deserve the world. Thank you. So, how sad for your person or whoever this is to just be torn apart daily. This is daily because Eight of Pentacles is consistently. So that's like a 9-to-5 job. That's every day on the same schedule, on the clock. We're going to do this like clockwork. And like clockwork, this feminine energy is constantly interrogating the masculine and picking and critiquing. Thus making this person want to run away even faster. This person is planning a getaway in about 8 weeks. Maybe they're aware of it, like fully, they have a date, or maybe they're not aware of a date. But this person is planning on getting the F out of this karmic relationship. Missy, oh no, so you're making me feel horrible. You better see my side soon. Oh no, I'm not trying to make anyone feel horrible. I'm so sorry, Missy. Again, this is a karmic reading, Missy. So unless you are a karmic partner, this reading wouldn't resonate with you. And if you've just come in and you didn't know, or you weren't aware of that first announcement, this particular reading is not for divine lovers, soulmates, or twin flames. This is not a twin flame, soulmate, or divine lovers reading. So I just want to be clear, this is not that at all. I am reading a karmic reading only. So everyone who is divine, you're just watching either because you're a third party and you want to see what's going on with your person, or you yourself are getting out of a karmic relationship. Okay? So just take it how it resonates, but that's what it's about. Okay, so we're going to move on over here. And remember, the energy of this is resistance and patience. It's like keywords, resistance and patience. This person is patiently resisting. There is someone that's been hanging into this karmic relationship for years. Ironically, years. And believe me, they're ready. They're getting real ready to get out because this has been ongoing for a long, long time. Okay, so we touched on the mental space of the people in this karmic relationship, which is secrets, hidden things. What secret is the masculine feels, I'm in the wrong relationship. What secret is for the feminine version, I love you, even though she doesn't act like it, or he doesn't act like it. But you wouldn't see the love from this person because it's secret. This person does such a good job about showing criticism, critique, that we're not feeling the love. The emotions of this karmic relationship is, I really want to fix this relationship. I really want to try to make this relationship work from the feminine perspective. I'm just going to say female because you guys are getting confused with divine. I don't mean DM, DF. This is just a feminine karmic. So I'm going to say female, and you guys twist it how you want. The female karmic wants to work on this. The male karmic does not. He is ready to go. The female karmic feels like they're still in love with this person. The male karmic is like, I'm in the wrong relationship. Okay? Just to be clear. All right. The overall underall energy for both of them is, I feel like this is going somewhere. What's ironic is the female karmic does not realize this relationship is not going her direction. She thinks that this is going to lead to marriage, babies, long-term happiness, longevity. That's what she thinks. The male in this energy is, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm not going to be here long-term. I'm going to share a message with you guys, and this is personal. It's ancient, but I feel like it might resonate for the karmics out there. I was in a karmic relationship as a young teenager. I think I was 16 or 17 when this particular situation happened. I think I was 17. I was living in an apartment with my karmic soulmate. We'd been together almost 3 years. I sacrificed everything for him, my whole education, family life, everything. I just sacrificed it for what I thought was going to lead to marriage, long-term, forever, and a family. I was deeply in love with him, deeply in love. There was not another man in my eyes. I saw I was going to grow. I saw that I was going to grow old with him. I envisioned being like my grandparents with this man. Was I critiquing? Yes. Was I controlling? Yes. Did I interrogate his ass? Fuck yeah, I did. I checked his pockets. I had very little faith for whatever reason. Childhood issues, obviously. Childhood issues that I would be cheated on because that's what happens in relationships or whatever. But it's stuff. It's neither here nor there. Listen, I was this chick is what I'm saying. I was deeply in love and I thought we had forever. Do you know, and this is where the story gets short, okay? One day I went to work, 9 to 5. He had sex with me that morning. I thought things were fine. I went to work. And when I came home from work, he was gone. I'm not going to share all the dirty details, but he was gone. And all his shit was gone. The furniture, everything. I didn't really have much. I was 17. You know, he was 4.5 years older than me. But I didn't have shit, really. I had some items. My mom was called. He had the heart enough, I guess, to call my mom to come be there for me when I came home so I wouldn't commit suicide, basically, or lose my shit, or drive crazy, or do something crazy. And he wanted me to believe it was real. Because we had had makeup breakups before. And I would go find him, or he would find me, and we would always get back together. Because my mom never knew, like, you know. So when he shared with my mom, it's really over. I'm leaving her. I've made up my mind. It's over. She's going to need support from you. I've already made up my mind. I've got my stuff. I'm leaving her a letter. Whatever. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I hurt your daughter. I'm sorry for the pain I've caused you guys, but I'm out. And he wanted me to believe it was real, that there was no going back. So that's why he called her. And I feel like I was completely destroyed. But that's how this person's going to be. This karmic female up here is going to be destroyed because she thinks no matter how it's going, that this is going to go somewhere. Little does she know he's going somewhere. And she's going to be shocked because she saw forever. with this person. She may have gotten a tattoo. I see like a tattoo parlor kind of in my eyes with the needle, how he's doing the pentacle. Somebody here may have gotten a tattoo of this person's name on him or her. This person may have just gotten legally married, put their name on paper, on documents. This person may share a lease, a car, whatever, you know, but there's like logistics tying these people together, which makes her believe it's even more gonna be lasting. Did I have a marriage certificate with that man? Yes, even at 17. Did I share a lease with him? Yes. Did I share a life with him? Yeah. If I could have gotten my name tattooed on me at the time, I would have. We had all that shit. It was the same thing though. It's over. It's over. So anyways, that's what we're dealing with in the feelings department. Someone feels like it's going to be forever and the other person doesn't. Let's move on. So what's going on in the reality of their life? What's really happening in the 3D for the masculine version in Karmicville? They see the light. I told you earlier, Aquarian, Saggy, could have both in there, but there it is. Your the male version here in the karmic relationship is like, I see the light. Everything is clear to me now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. I can see who you are. I can see who I am. I can see who I was and who I want to be. I can see what I want. I just see things now. Again, Buddha's enlightenment. So he's being enlightened. And in his reality right now, there's a great healing in his life. He's making peace with the past. He's laying to rest the towers that were. And he wants to rebuild. Rebuild. There could be a rebuilding with somebody else, could be an Aquarian, but he wants to rebuild with somebody else, not this person. He's got plans to be with another. Signs that stick out to me for who this other person could be would be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or Aquarius. But Cancer is pretty prominent. I saw 10 of Cups down there. And the Empress. With the two, okay, yeah. So, okay. And Jupiter, ruling Sag, acts like he's in Cancer when he's in Aquarius, which is weird. So there's a weird tie here between Saggy, Aquarius, and Cancer. Just putting that out there. And Scorpio came in. Scorpio's been in. So's Virgo. So Virgo and Scorpio on the sidelines over here, they're in there. Even Leo's kind of on the sidelines. But the other signs mentioned are pretty prominent. Okay. Anyways, so this person is getting some blessings. The masculine in Karmicville is getting good opportunities, financial relief, love, happiness, job opportunities, blessings from above, just feeling good, feeling restored, getting restored to self. So the person that's masculine here is feeling really positive and optimistic and hopeful about the future. Not happy here, but hopeful about the future. Okay. Making plans. But mostly I think what's going on is I just feel really hopeful that things are going to change in my life when I leave this person or this situation. Hold on. There's something else here about this person being around friends. This masculine energy is around friends at this time. Because Aquarian 11th house is friends. This person tends to have older friends. with Saturn qualities. This person has some karma with the 11th house in Saturn. Saturn may be in the 11th house for this person or you. But this person has older friends, and what's different about these older friends is they have issues. Older friends may have like a cripple. They might be disabled. These older friends may have a disease. These older friends have health issues. These older friends may be low caste, less money. They don't make a lot of money. I'm just going to say this person has friends that are outcasts. Yeah. And so he has been spending more time with friends that are outcasts. And he also may be giving to people that are in need. So there are some people, maybe children, maybe families, maybe friends that are in need. And he's very charitable. Okay? He could be a she, but this masculine energy is charitable. And so right now, during this time, we have acts of charity, acts of being with older friends, acts of taking care of other people, and just being a hopeful little light in the dark in the world that's dark out there. Okay, I don't know. One more. This masculine person in Karmicville is being filled with hope from someone who has Aquarian in their chart. It doesn't have to be the birth chart. It could be your D10, could be your D9, could be your D30. But someone's got pretty strong Aquarian. And there is something about Saturn in the 11th house, or aspecting the 11th house, which means Saturn in the 5th house. So, either Saturn in the 5th, Saturn in the 11th. There's an aspect here in one of those charts I've mentioned. But there's some kind of karma and purpose. Interesting that comes up. But just know that if there's connecting dots here for you or this person, there's definitely some karma involved. This person is also getting better after feeling sick. Someone got sick and now they're on recovery, they're feeling better. So they're feeling energized and they're feeling good, and that's great. This person is also going to be given a gift or a blessing. Could be a child. I'm just going to put it out there. I know no one wants to hear that in Karmicville. Could be. The star could be a child, but I don't really feel like it is. But it could be. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 0.5. It's not even major, okay? But another gift this person could be given is a very big tip. If they work somewhere, I'm hearing a tip of $500 for Christmas. There's a gift of $500 or more for this masculine in Karmicville. They're gonna get something like that or more, okay? But there's a gift being bestowed onto them that's gonna get them out of a bad situation. A friend may even give them an opportunity to move away from the karmic or get out in the means of monetary financial help. So the masculine energy may be given monetary value of some source to get out of a situation. So a friend may be like, here's keys to your new car. Here's keys to your new house. You can move in with me. You can go over here. There's going to be an offer. This person's going to get out of this situation. And ironically, I just want to share that with my story from the past. Go back. Everyone who's not Gemini, hang in there. Geminis, you know what's going on. Go back to the past previous message when the guy left me. Guess what? After he called my mom and he left, he ended up living with his 2 bosses, older friends. They were like his dad. They were like fucking 30 years older than him. Brothers, roommates, and they had him move in with them to get out of an apartment with me. So I'm just saying that could very well be a sign. Right now, what's going on in Karmicville, that was 20-something years ago, guys. It's just a story. But I'm just saying this person may be very well getting help from friends, older friends, that are like, you can live with me, you can stay with me, here's keys, or I have a place you can stay at. Okay? Whatever. But you get my drift. All right. The Gemmies are following me. I get that. Yeah, I knew you guys would. Other people. The Tauruses are stuck. Like, wait, what? Go, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, the Virgos are stuck too. Like, I'm taking notes. I'm not following. You're fucking everything up. You're not even in order. Okay? What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. I know my Earthies. This is a nightmare for you. What's going on in Karmicville in the 3D reality? These two cards wanted to be together. Oh, shit. I was like, there's a reason these two cards want to be together. Woo! I got a few stories with this one. A, the female version in the karmic story is pregnant. And this person is like, excuse me? You have a surprise to tell me? You're fucking pregnant? Fuck you. Don't have it, or I'm leaving. I'm out of here. If you're pregnant, go take a fucking pill. Do some shit. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. By the way, abortions are legal now. Most states. Go get one. I don't fucking want it. I don't want, I mean, really the ugly truth is this. I don't want a child with you. It's maybe not that I don't want a child. I just don't want a child with you. And as sad and tearful as that may be for this female karmic who's in love, Queen of Cups, this person's like, I don't want a child with you. I don't want to be with you. And if you and I have a child, I'm leaving, so you better figure it out. By the way, there's somebody else. So for this female version, her reality is he's leaving. He's leaving with somebody else. There could be another baby somewhere else. Maybe this person is having a child with another partner that's outside of the karmic relationship. And she's about to find out he's leaving me to go be with this other person that has a baby. And I do have to say, I said, this person has regrets and guilt and remorse about abandoning and leaving a baby in the past. 10 of Cups. So this female version in Karmicville may be like he's leaving back to have a new start at a new relationship with that person that previously had a child. Or that ex-wife, that ex-husband. And that may be the reality. But this is the reality of what's going on. Yes, in her head, she's deeply in love. Yes, in her feelings, she wants to work on this. But what's really happening in reality is 8 of Cups, Ace of Cups, which is 9 of Cups. Single self-love. The female karmic version's got to love herself, or him at this point, because it's over. 8 of Cups. And for this masculine version, he's being healed and restored. He's being given a gift, something new elsewhere. He's going to restore something, though. There's something about restoration. Restoration. I do feel the masculine wants to restore an old relationship and return from whence they came. Ex-wife, ex-husband, you go figure. Anyways, I think let's move on because that is what's happening in Karmicville. And with the Ace of Cups, there's this blessing from the universe that's like, this is a gift in disguise. Everything's a gift in disguise. This may feel like a rotten hell right now, a life of living hell, but it's all for the better. All right, let's see what we're going to get in the end with all of this. Masculine gets bottled up emotions. The feminine up here gets Knight of Pentacles. We have a slow recovery, guys. It's a recovery, but it's a slow recovery. Slow with Temperance, slow with the Knight of Pentacles. I will do some clarifications, but at the end of the day, this masculine says, I have a lot of unresolved feelings now from leaving this karmic situation. And you're like, oh, brother, here we go again. History repeats itself. He once felt bad about leaving a previous family. Now he's leaving this one. And now he's having more feelings about that again. I know, this is why we're reading a karmic reading. This is why this person's been struggling in a karmic cycle. This man, or this woman possibly, leaves relationships and then feels bad about it. That is karma. This person's learning how to deal with that right now. Enlightenment, healing, getting over the past. Okay? He's learning. The good thing about bottled up emotions is we have to deal with them. And we talked about drowning. Remember, I told you guys this person's having dreams, nightmares about drowning. This is why. Your person is drowning in emotions. Bottle them up. He's got to let them out. So in the future, soon, he's going to have to face those feelings that are bottled. And cry it out, hug it out, get therapy, talk about it, whatever. But there will be some healing for your person in the near future. Thank God. Now, this other person up here, the female version in the Karmicville, she's going to have to move on. It's like, and it may be sad, you know. One time I had sex with someone, I didn't know if I was pregnant or not. It was my kid's father. It was back when. And I was kind of hoping I would have been pregnant, but we weren't ready at the time. And it'd only been like 48 hours, but I kind of felt like I was, you know? You just get that feeling like this is it, could be. And I went and took the morning after pill. I know you guys can hate me if you want. I don't give a fuck. I was young. But yeah, I took the morning after pill and I felt guilty. And it was, you know, over the counter. It wasn't like I had an abortion appointment or anything. But I just felt like this could have been it. And I killed it, you know? The moment, the love, the family, everything. It wasn't. It just wasn't the right time. Everything happens for a reason. But that's how I felt. 8 of Cups. Really sad. In a way. Because he didn't want it at the time. He was like, nope, we got to go get that pill. Let's go pay. It's how much? $45 or whatever. He paid for it out of his pocket. And he paid, I think, $45 or $65 with a credit card over the phone. And I got the pill. Yeah. And another time he paid for me to get birth control. And he paid for it. So I bought these pills. I had a whole pack. And he paid for it. And yeah, ended up getting pregnant anyways. So he paid for plan B, then he paid for the pills, and then I ended up pregnant anyways. Whatever divine timing. But